Hello and welcome, I'm Abrax, and in this video I'm going to be taking a look at 5 great quality of life changes coming with Season 10 to Tom Clancy's The Division 2. All of these changes are currently live in the PTS, so that does mean they are subject to change before they hit the live game. With that, let's get into it. I'm going to start with what I think is a big one. Okay, spot the difference. That's right, new shoes, but also the Spec weapon has been hidden, but mainly the shoes. With Season 10, we will finally get the option to hide our big and sometimes out of place specialization weapons. I'm sure there's a lot of people who don't mind these aesthetics, but a lot of old school Division 1 players have always found them to be a little out of place and bulky looking. Some I don't mind, I think the 50 cal rifle looks pretty cool, but others like the minigun or the PO-17 launcher always look like they'd be too heavy to run around strapped to your backpack with. Now they are completely hidden but still equipable if you want to use them. It just kind of pops in and out as it's equipped, which I don't really mind too much. When Season 10 drops, to hide your Spec weapon, head to the settings in the main menu, select Gameplay and scroll all the way to the bottom until you find the toggle for Hide Spec Weapon. Next up, we have a highly requested change. From Season 10, we will be able to completely customize our existing characters. This might actually be something you've never considered, but right now in the live game, after you've created your character, the majority of the customization is locked. If you decide you don't like your character's face or you want to change their gender, you'd have to completely remake the character, which could be a massive pain if you've already leveled or had some great loot. After Season 10, that is no longer a problem, with the full character customization being open to you at any point. If you want to change the face and skin color of your level 40 character, you can. It will be as simple as heading to the base of operations, heading right past the stash, right again at the whiteboard, and interacting with the mirror where you could previously only change your hair and things like that. I'm a fan of this. It means you can change up your character's looks whenever you get a little bored without having to worry about moving all of your gear to another tune. Next up, we have a curious one that I could see being very popular with players who don't like a lot of clutter on screen, and that's the new setting to remove the beam of light from drop loot. After the launch of Season 10, you'll be able to toggle these on or off by heading to the settings, UI, and right at the bottom you'll find Loot Beam Visible. Setting this to no removes the large vertical beam of light from any loot, leaving a circle on the floor with a small floating square and a significantly smaller beam of light. I might try playing like this just to see how it affects the feel of the game, but I like the tall iconic beams of light from the Division 1 and 2, so I think I'll be sticking with beams on myself. Now, a pretty big quality of life change coming to the Division 2 with Season 10 is the addition of exotic drops to random NPCs in any activity. This means any mob you kill has the ability to drop an exotic, which is great with the increased demand of exotic components due to the expertise system. In the Season 10 PTS, the exotic drop rate is massively overtuned to test this feature, so it's not really an accurate representation of the drop rate that'll be in the live game, but it was still great to see those red beams shoot up whenever an exotic dropped. I feel like this is something that should have always been in place, even at a very low rate, but I'm just happy to see the change enter the game. You never know, after Season 10, your next exotic might be from a red bar. And finally, we have a handy little change for those players looking to make a few extra credits without running back and forth to your stash. Season 10 will add the ability to sell from your stash directly to any vendor you're able to sell to. When you interact with a vendor, at the top where you'll usually find the Sell tab, just to the right there will be a Stash tab, where you'll be able to go through anything in your stash and sell it straight to the vendor. This isn't a massive change, but it's still a pretty nice to have. So out of these 5, what do you think is the best quality of life changing coming with Season 10? Let me know in the comments, let's have a chat about it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe for future Division 2 content. And as always, a massive thank you to my supporters over on Patreon for helping me make the channel the best it can be. And if you would like to join them, you can support the channel for as little as £1 a month. You'll find a link to the Patreon in the description below. Have a great day, and I will catch you in the next one.